Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I've been working on the tank. I had the pump straight up just you know, spray right onto me. That'll be good for the wall and my electronics. But today we are going to work on the little frag tank right here. And what we are going to do is take everything from this tank right here, at least most of it for the most part, and get it transferred over to this tank. All right, so before I go ahead and remove it, I just want to show you guys just the plethora of Zoas that I have. First things first, one thing interesting I've noticed is my Zoas in this tank, some of them, they don't like this red sea light. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, they just don't like it. You can see the ones back there are closed up. I have a couple that are closed up, and it's not like a one-day closed up kind of thing. They honestly actually do not like this light. Not sure if it's like a spectrum thing or what, but if you've seen in the last few videos, I've had that XR15 there, and all the corals seem to like that one. So you know, as I moved it there, I brought this one back out just to light this tank while the other one is getting ready. But yeah, we're at a point now where we can go ahead and change that back. But just to show you guys all the stuff that I got, we got, like, I know these are Rastas, Hornets. There's these guys back here. I don't know what they're called, but I think they're like a more expensive type. But those are really cool. They're nice big fat polyps too, so I'm hoping I'll be able to frag those pretty good. Those are called AOIs. I believe these here are called Grim Reapers. We just have some random kind of sticky looking ones. I got some nice red mushrooms. Those always seem to do well. A couple naked little figurines I have in the back that I've been growing for a little bit. So hopefully, you know, those will get nice and big. But I have just a whole bunch of different things. I don't know, but they look super nice. So I am pretty darn happy. I know those are maybe white zombies, exospheres. I mean, I do have a couple that are just all of the same, but at the same time, you know, I have some that are really cool looking. I don't think I have anything that people would call super expensive by any means, but you know, it's a nice array of colors, which I thought was always super cool. And the biggest thing here is just to get them all out of these racks, out of this tank, and I want to cut them up because they're starting to overgrow each other, and I want to be able to keep them separated, especially if I plan on, you know, creating some frag tankishness and selling them. I do have a bunch of hammers here. Those are always nice. I'll be trying to get those on their own plugs. Nothing really interesting here. I do have a bunch of Recordia. That will be fun. Recordia Florida, one of my favorite corals. And then just some random, you know, corals here and there. You can see all the bubble algae. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly, you know, start grabbing all of these, try to separate them from the racks if they've grown onto them, and then get them over to the big guy right there. So as you can see, I already have a couple pieces of coral in here, but in the last few weeks, basically what I've done is just put some live rock in here, let it kind of cycle, do its thing, you know, get that balance that, you know, we all crave, and you know, make sure that we're able to support life basically before I just start, you know, moving an entire fish tank into this one. So basically, yeah, live rock from my main display, and then some rock from the tank itself that we took apart, which is this raw row right here. But we have, you know, let it run for about 2 weeks, no problem. I did already take a couple pieces of coral just to kind of shove them in here and make sure, you know, that they can actually survive. So they've been here about a week or so, and they've been doing pretty well. At least I think I've been doing pretty well. I've been working throughout all the evenings, so I haven't been able to see this tank much, but I mean, it's been a week. All the polyps are out. Hammer's a little unhappy, but that should be okay. But everybody's been doing, pretty darn good. So I think we are at a point where I can go ahead and start putting more coral in. And today, basically, what we're going to be doing is taking pretty much everything from this little guy right here. So you can see all the hammers here, my just mountain of zoas, and just, slowly getting them over to that tank. And then I think we're pretty much going to go ahead and kind of shut this guy down. I'm not quite sure yet what we're going to do with this, but for sure, I want the zoas at least all to be in that tank. As you can see, we have a lot of overgrowth, so we may start cutting up some of them just to make sure, not to make sure, but just to make some frags, so, we have some new colonies growing, which is, of course, the entire point to this frag tank. And, I'm really hoping to fill this guy out pretty good. You can see we have lots of spots. What the plan is here is to have frags on these top 2 rows, and then all the colonies that I want to grow on bigger discs on this flatbed part. What I do plan on doing is removing these rocks right here and getting them back to most likely the main display, so that we can, keep that biological filtration going. So that should be fine. And then I plan on putting more racks onto this part right here, and I have not decided quite as of yet what I'm going to do. Either we're gonna put just torches and options, those, LPS here, or we'll do SPS here. I'm not quite sure yet. What I do know off the top of my head is this is gonna be a more high flow area. I already have one of my old reef waves. I had one left over, decided to keep it. I have that pumping, and it's creating just a circular super flow right here, so I can keep whatever high flow options I want, high flow corals options that I want in this area. And as it breaks over these rocks right here, it'll be, kind of a lower flow area for those zoas and everything else. And of course, having a rock wall right here does have some helpful attributes. We'll be able to go ahead and add some fish, and at least they'll have somewhere to hide here that's not underneath the egg crate. There'll be at least something for them as far as rock work to, wedge themselves against it at night when they sleep. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and take apart some of these corals, get them over to the tank, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a lot of fun.
Just go back.
So I have pretty much cleaned it out. So all the fish are in there now. All that's left in here are just some scraps that I'll deal with in a moment. There's a couple little bits here and there that are just like loose items. I'll go ahead and just put those into like a not put those, I'll go ahead and glue them onto like a frag plug, so we'll be able to put them in the tank. I just don't want them floating around. We got some good pieces here and there, little yellow leather, some sticks, some zoas, whatnot. But everything is now into the tank. Obviously, it's not arranged in any order yet, but that's fine. But they're all apart, and they're all in this tank. That is what's most important. I went ahead and removed some of the rocks, put them back into the sump, and now we have another frag rack up here in the back, same as this one. And then just some corals, some LPS, just to keep them separated for now. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good for right now. And then what we're gonna go ahead and do next, which will be fun, is obviously I don't have a light here. What I'm gonna do is take the light from our little frag tank here at the bottom and go ahead and move it to that tank. So we're gonna be basically getting rid of this little tank right here, at least for now. As you can see, I have not been really paying attention to it, and we have a lot of hair algae as well as regular algae in the back. But the goal is basically to use that light, this SR80 here, to power that tank. So first thing, I don't want to just go ahead and have algae, you know, directly moved into that tank. So what I'm going to do, since it's only down here, I'm going to take these frag racks, I'm going to find a place to put them in my main display right here and let the tangs just go at it for 2-3 days, clean it up, then I'll go ahead and remove those frags and see, either I'll put them on a frag rack somewhere in the tank. I might try just putting them in there just to see how it does. I am honestly not sure yet, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this light off, get these frags up there, let them get eaten and whatnot. As far as algae, we'll move the nems over to that tank as well. It should be okay, and yeah, we'll see how well that works out. All right, so it is basically the next day. Well, not basically, it is the next day, and I just want to show you guys just how good my tangs in my tank are. So this was my old little frag spot, you know, that we use. Obviously, I've moved a couple things, and I just want to show you how bad this hair algae problem is. I've been kind of neglecting it, and it's oddly enough only on the frag rack, which is funny. But yeah, you can see how completely covered it is. That other one is completely covered as well. And what I did was last night, so around, say, midnight, I went ahead and put them into this tank, and this is what it looks like after. Just absolutely clean, barely any hair algae anywhere, and what's left are just like super little specks here and there. So my tangs did an absolutely good job in just a little bit over 12 hours or so, which is phenomenal, you know, just because it'll reduce kind of some losses there. They're all nice and clean now, and we'll go ahead and see if we can move some of these sticks over to that tank just to see how they do. Obviously, if I lose a couple here and there, it's bound to happen. That's a completely new, different environment. So, you know, it's not really too big of a deal. A lot of these are also just doubles, and honestly, most of these are just leftovers from a frag show where these were like the lesser of the sticks, you know, just plain old boring stuff, so not a big deal. But we will go ahead and move this, or at least the frags, over to that tank. We're gonna go ahead and take this brand new one down here, and we're gonna move it up here and just let the tangs just go at it also, just to clear out, you know, this bottom part, which will be used, I think for now it'll be used just mainly for growing algae. I've had really good luck with the atomic broccoli, which is that stuff on top, and then the dragon's breath, which is on bottom. So maybe it'd be kind of fun just to see if we can fill up this entire bottom portion with just algae. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get the items up into this section and see how they do. So it's now been a couple more days, and I just want to show you guys kind of where I'm at now. It's been another couple days just getting everything sorted out, starting to try to move things around here and there, and basically we're at the point where you know, everything is pretty much set and done now. So, you know, maybe in the next week or so, as I find room, I'll try to relocate some corals from this tank into the brand new frag tank. I have moved the old Red Sea tank outside for now, just to get it cleaned up. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And as far as the new frag tank, I have pretty much everything moved in here now. I think this is the good configuration for what I'm looking for, at least for now. So we have some sticks down here. You can see that nice pink Cadillac. Just some assorted sticks down here. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to keep sticks down here, but for now, you know, just take take some space off of that guy over there. We're going to go ahead and keep him in here. But, yeah, it's pretty much nighttime right now, so some things are closed, but I just wanted to show you. We have all the Zoas here. We have one anemone here. We have another anemone up here. And so far, everything's doing pretty good. And what I'm going to do next, at least in the next episode, is we are going to start cutting up all these colonies here, get them onto their own little plugs, so we'll have multiples. It's very similar to what I have back here. You can kind of see I have like orange oxides, some hornets, some AOIs in the corner there. So they're all separated out, and what I want to do is take these overgrown frags, cut them up, and just make little frags like this. So in the next episode, we'll be chopping it up, and I hope to show you guys that, just to see what that process looks like, and make some frags, you know, so we can support ourselves in this hobby, you know, make enough out of these frags to buy some salt, to buy some supplies, buy some fish food, and you know, that'll pretty much do it. But yeah, thank you guys as always for watching. It was super fun to get this guy all set up. And I'll see you on the next episode. It'll be a fun one. Peace.